Go.
Hey, day 5. Andy and I are winding down. We had an eventful day. It's been a long day, but eventful. We started out this morning. We got up at 6 a.m. and drove over to Fox 45. They wanted to meet us there, and they wanted to get footage of the van. So hopefully you guys were able to see that. Excuse me, it's on the blog and everything. But they interviewed us twice. They interviewed us at 7:45 and then again at 8:45. And very interested in what we're doing. And again, you know, what's cool is you know, we want to try to get the word out there and try to let people know there's an issue with kids that are aging out and kids that are, you know, coming out of foster care with nowhere to go. So we believe we just need to get this message out as loud as we can. So wonderful blessing. There's a possibility we may have some other opportunities in terms of media. We then went to McDonald's, sat at McDonald's for a couple hours, and not a lot going on there. Made our way up to the bus station. The bus hub was very busy, but for whatever reason, yesterday there wasn't a whole lot of connections, and people are resistant in terms of taking our water and our crackers and the things that we have, the food and fruit we have there at the table. So Andy and I, after a couple hours, packed it up and went over to the library, and the library was just full of folks trying to find warmth. And what was cool was Andy and I were sitting in the library, and I was doing some updates on my iPhone and Facebook, and you know, putting out some tweets, and then out Andy hit me with his elbow on the arm, and there was Joshua and Elizabeth. They come walking through, and they saw us, and they smiled real big, and I waved at them. I ran over to them, and they there's a connection there, a relationship, hopefully, that we're beginning to build. They're starting to put a little trust in us, I think. They don't ask us any questions, but, man, they just smiled real big, and they thanked me for the coat. And what moved me so much was the coat that was given to me, I gave to Joshua. Joshua had it on, that heavy down coat. And it just it moved. It touched Andy, and it touched me, and hopefully, you know, we're going to be able to continue to build. And my concern and our concern is just being able to continue to build and establish trust with these folks. They need our help, but they're very resistant and untrusting. And so, if you guys would just pray that you know, specifically that we would be able to establish relationships with people. I think that's key in what we're doing. The other thing, and you know what? It's biblical. That's what Jesus did with us. He was awesome at forming relationships with people, and then blessing them and helping them and moving in their life. But hey, I also want to tell you a short story. Monday morning, we were sitting there at McDonald's, and I was on my phone and doing some reading, and we got up after a couple hours to leave, and there was this gentleman sitting over on the right-hand side, and we saw him the first day out, Monday, which was the first day out in the field, and so he took favor to us on Monday, asked us if he saw us praying with a couple people, and asked after we got done if we wanted one of his pies, and so we talked, and he said, you know, I really appreciate what you boys are doing, you know. So yesterday we got up to leave, and he was sitting there right on the right-hand side of us. I didn't see him, and I said, hey, how you doing? And he says, man, I was going to say hi, but you're on your phone. I said, well, you tell me, you know, you interrupt me anytime. And so we got to talking a little bit, and he says, hey, next time you guys are in, I'm going to buy you guys a hamburger. And Andy and I said, thanks. You know, we were appreciative for it. And he says, I've been thinking about you two all day. And I said, well, why you been thinking about us? And he said, well, I saw you in here the other day. And he said, and then this morning, he said, there was this guy on TV, and he said he's trying to be homeless for a week or something like that. And he's trying to, you know, experience what it's like. And he says, and I started thinking about you and your friend there. And he said, I want to get back in here at McDonald's to buy you a hamburger. So Andy and I got out, and I didn't realize that Andy hit me, and he says, do you realize he's talking about us? Because it was me on TV that morning that he was talking about. So I thought I'd share that story with you. Hey, thanks, guys, for all your support, and Lord bless y'all. Have a good day.